Hello, and how you guys doing today? This is the Playboy Corner featuring Javier. Now, as we have gone into the NBA season with the gluttony of observation of the Bay Area's team, the Golden State Warriors, a lot of experts, quote unquote, have said that the dynasty in the Bay Area is over, and it was just, in every respect, very troubling to me to fathom a team led by Steph Curry, with the likes of Klay Thompson coming back, Draymond Green, three-time NBA champion, Defensive Player of the Year, and a superb and Hall of Fame level coach in Steve Kerr somehow are just gonna up and fold and for whatever reason become a shell of themselves. Last season, Steph Curry was in the MVP conversation. They took the Lakers to the brink in the playing game, and without, I think some calls that definitely benefited their way, the Lakers' way rather, in that playing game. The Warriors, in all estimations, I believe, should have won that playing game. But this conversation isn't talk about the 2020-2021 NBA season. This is to talk about the 2021-2022 Golden State Warriors and to see where they're currently at and how they deem in comparison to that dynasty that, for according to so-called experts of the NBA, the Stephen A. Smiths and the Max Kellermans of the world, and even Kendrick Perkins, who had it in question himself. I wouldn't say he went as far to say it was over. And even that host they call Molly Karen, who always oversteps her bounds, also had a dynasty labeled as over. But currently, 38 games through, the NBA has the second best team in the Western Conference in the Golden State Warriors with a record of 29-9 overall. They're 11th in points per game, and most importantly, they're first in opposition points per game allowed. And that means, obviously, their opponent's points per game is number one in regards to points given up against any opponent in the NBA rankings 1 through 30. So they are giving up 101.4 points a game, which is number one again in the NBA for opponents' points per game defensively. And like I said, they're 11th in the NBA in points per game, offensively 110.2 points, and offensively, their offensive rating is more than similar with 111.4, which is 9th in the NBA out of a total of 30. And again, their defensive rating this season alone is at the top, number one, 102.5. How on earth is the dynasty over? And shall I say, and forgot to mention, Klay Thompson is on his way back in a little less than 48 hours, which will be Sunday, the 9th of January, 2021. Excuse me, the 9th of January, 2022. But again, this 2021-2022 NBA season is something that I really want people to not just hone in on, but with the likes of Steph Curry having another MVP caliber season, which he hasn't left off at all from his 2020-2021 NBA season, currently averaging 26.8 points, 5.3 rebounds, and 6.1 assists in 35 games. And just most importantly, you look at what he's doing this year as the facilitator, obviously not in a literal sense, but as somebody that's facilitating them towards having success and dominance. There's just no way that teams and any franchise can take them anything less than serious in regards to being an NBA contender in the Western Conference, most importantly in the NBA, to win the championship outright. I don't see how this dynasty is deemed over. You have Draymond Green averaging 8 points, 7.8 rebounds, nearly 8 rebounds, 7.6 assists, 33 games, playing great defensively. I feel like obviously he's not exactly at the peak of where he was 3, 4, 5 years ago when they won 3 championships in 5 years. But again, I still feel as if they're at a top level with Draymond Green playing, some really good basketball, and he still found a way to harness and bring back that NBA defensive dominance that he once instilled. I wouldn't say it's at, again, its top performance level that it was from 2012 to 2017 per se, but it's still top 5, top 10 in the NBA. I think he's a top 5 defensive player in the NBA. With Klay Thompson looking to come back, top 5 NBA shooter, likely Hall of Famer. We have to see what he does when he comes back from injury, obviously on Sunday, the 9th of January 2022. But with the likes of Stephen Curry and just the overall, what they say in Golden State is something that I feel like is invaluable, but also heard on deaf ears is the culture The culture of Golden State is what's instilling them to have this type of success. They have a culture of winning, a culture of dominance, most importantly, a culture of excellence. They demand excellence. They strive for perfection, and they consistently hit what they deem each and every night, what is expected, and most importantly, what they would presume nothing less than acceptable in Golden State at any given juncture. And they're going to hit and meet these landmarks game in and game out. Anything less than that is not acceptable. And that's something that they've instilled from the culture on down. I want to make sure that everyone understands, for the Cowboy Kingdom and all of my Basketball Zone fans, this has been the Playboy Corner featuring Javier, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.